hope everybody's doing well today. It's been another long day, but we're here. All right, guys. So, for this evening, we're going to be using the Light Seers deck. I don't have the box. It's over there. And I don't have the box to this one. I never did. This one is called Saints Oracles Cards. And I have the little booklet. I'm hoping I don't have to use it, but if I do, it's right there. So we'll take a couple of those. And we're going to do Whispers of Love towards the end. And yeah, have our trusty little crystal. This is calcite crystal, in case anybody's ever wondering. There are different points, right? And yeah, let's go. Let's see what's coming, Libra. Let's see. I think I'm gonna throw a second Lake Rider deck. Okay? Just because I always like to layer. Y'all know that by now. You should know that. I like to layer. So let's go, Libra. Let's see what the divine wants to talk to us about tonight. I can't talk. I've talked to people all day long, guys. So please excuse me. My name is Victoria Violet. This is Gypsy Roots Tarot Travel. This is my channel. I'm so grateful to you being here. As such, I will say this is not a one-to-one reading. This is a Libra general reading. May or may not resonate. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. I shouldn't have to say North Node, because if you're South Node, you're kind of screwed, okay? Because North Node means a yes, and a South Node means absolutely no. Nothing's moving. All right, let's go, Spirit, let's go. I won't be reading your beautiful messages, even though I know that many of you will leave some beautiful messages. I won't be reading them. I'll read them after. And the reason is because a lot of the trolls that come onto YouTube to disturb channels like mine, they like to come out at the same time. Pardon. And when they come out, they literally come out just to be bothering and molesting. And when they do that, they disturb my flow and my connection to Spirit. So just know that I'm grateful for you being here, and you are welcome. Please disregard what they write. I cannot help what they write on the platform. And luckily it's erased as soon as we're done. All right, let's go. 10 cards from this first deck. And as I always tell you guys, I like to shuffle for real in front of you and not just say, look, look, and there's nothing to look at because everything's off, you know, the screen. Which, that's their right for those that do that, but it's not me. So if you don't like the shuffling part, then here's your time, your chance to go to the restroom. Get something to eat. Go get something to drink, okay? You have the Two of Swords coming out here. Two of Swords. I don't like that. In general, it's not a wonderful layout just yet. But that's just the first layer, so let's go. I'll call them out all together. Actually, I want this one first? Yeah, why not? All right. No? Okay. It's going to be hard, Spirit. All right. Have it your way. I want this deck first. Okay, Page of Swords. Why is the Page of Swords here, please? And thank you. Why is Page of Swords here, please? Why is Page of Swords here, please, and thank you. I'm going to face them upside down. That's the way we've been doing them for like a week now. I kind of like it that way because I'm surprised at the same time you are. Okay? The Death card, please. Why is the Death card here? Why is the Rider here? Why is the Rider here, please? There's change afoot. For sure. There is change afoot. Okay. Why is the Queen of Pentacles here, please? Why is Queen of Pentacles here, please? Queen of Pentacles, please. going to take that one only because of the flippers. The flippers, they just want to come out. So it doesn't matter how much I hold back. They still want to just dangle on my arm. Might as well just let them fall where they may. Okay. All right. Okay. Why is the strength card for the second night in a row? Why is the strength card here? Strength card, please. Okay. Anything else for the strength card, please? It's going to be a long one. Just know that. It's going to be a longer reading. Come on now. Okay, and the moon, please. Why is the moon here? I don't like this energy. Why is the moon here, please? No. Why is the moon here, please? Why is the moon here, please? Why is the moon here, please? I still don't feel finished. Why is the moon here, please? Hear that? Just out of the blue. There's a flipper in here. And of course it would be. King of Swords. I told you I didn't feel like I was done. Tower, please. Why is the tower here, please? Why is the tower here? Why is the tower here, please? Wow. Why is the tower here, please? Okay, I guess I'll just go. Pardon me while I go over here. What the hell? I think I already saw that card. I'm not sure. All right. Are we done with the tower? Are we done with the tower? Are we done with the tower? I guess not. All right. Why is the magician here, please? Why is the magician here? Why is the magician here, please? Why is the magician here, please? Is that it? Are we done? All right, and then we have the Six of Coins. What is this? Oh no, Spirit, come on now. Come on, don't be silly now. That's too many cards. We're not gonna write a novel for the Six of Coins. We're just not gonna do that. Six of Coins, please. I'm not giving our dissertation like I tell my my provider at work. Okay, here I go, writing a dissertation on each patient today. Patients can be, you know, I love them, don't get me wrong, but patients can be very demanding, extraordinarily demanding. And it makes me feel bad when I've been demanding towards my medical assistant or my nurse, you know, in the past. Eight of Cups, because they think that they're the only ones. Their prescription, whatever's going on with them, they're the only ones that matter. And they treat you like you're their servant really poorly at times. What's up with the Ace of Pentacles, please? Ace of Pentacles, please. Ace of Pentacles, please. Man, there's a lot of thinking energy around. A lot of thinking energy. Oh no, look at all that. We can't take all that, Spirit. Some beans. Ace coins, please. Ace of coins, please. Oh my God. Okay. Okay. It's at the bottom. At the bottom, as I said before, the Two of Wands. And at the bottom of this one is the Ace of Swords. Okay, Ace of Swords, trying to cut through all the murkiness, trying to cut through all the illusions. That's what I feel anyway. All right, Spirit, let's go. This is the last layer And then we're beginning. So please do go get something to drink if you need to. One more. All right, let's go. Wow. Impressed in a way. Okay. Just one. And we're done. All right, at the bottom you have Justice. Good job, Libra, coming out in your own reading again. Good job. Okay, let's go. All right, our first pile. We have the Two of Swords. We have the Two of Swords, so there's a lot of spying going on already around you, Libra. Or somebody's extremely curious about you. Oh, they want to know a lot of things, by the way. This Page of Swords, who is spying on you, you've got their eye on you. You're coming out as the Queen of Cups today. Okay? As I always tell you guys, it doesn't matter whether you're a male or female. It's not the point. The point is the energy. Energy is soft, pliable, giving, loving, kind. Okay? Nurturing. Right? They're wanting to know, how the hell do you remain so balanced? How do you remain so balanced? Okay? How do you, Libra? How do you? You know, people are often looking from the outside in, you know, like a window view to your life. And they always fail to realize blood, sweat, and tears is what got you into this position. Blood, sweat, and tears to be able to be balanced. Look at her solar plexus. You see that glow right there in the middle of her tummy? See that? She's done the work on herself. When I say she, I'm talking about the Queen of Cups. Okay? She's done the work. So of course she's going to feel calm and collected. And even if there's a storm brewing on the inside, the Queen of Cups is not going to show that to you. The Queen of Cups is going to show you the placidness, the calm reserve. And it's only because what she's learned, and again, it's the energy of the card. What the Queen of Cups has learned through the time, through the years, is why are you going to go apeshit about every little thing in life? When everything, you know, starts going awry, when things start going awry and, you know, the road hits some hiccups, why are you going to go apeshit? What is that going to do for you? The word of the week that I've been hearing since actually last weekend is discombobulation. There's no guarantees in life. If something can go wrong, what is Murphy's Law? That things are going to go wrong. And sometimes it comes in the power of threes. Have you ever seen that, where people are like, okay, la 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 happened to me, and then earlier today, la 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 happened to me, and then, yeah, I know it's coming in threes, I'm just waiting. Yeah, because Murphy's Law is that anything that can go wrong will probably go wrong, okay? So a smart person learns to anticipate. A smart person, a wise person, learns to discern the energy, read the energy, and play it cool. Why are you going to act all crazy? Is that going to help anything? No, most likely it's not. So what they're seeing, when I say seeing, it's the cross watcher or whoever's watching you, Libra. They're seeing the finished product. They're not seeing the 13-year-old mind inside a 50-year-old body, or a 12-year-old mind inside a 30-year-old body. They're not seeing that. They're seeing the mature person that's already had experiences in life and understood that it can get better, but it sure can get worse if you just lean into that negative energy and allow yourself to enjoy it a little bit too much. You know, the pity parties that we can throw for ourselves and nobody else is invited, or are they? Yeah, they are. Because if you stop and think about it, the people that are invited are the ones that happen to come upon you right at the time that you're having a really 2-year-old tantrum, and then they get it because they just happen to come by. You know, why not? So they're getting the refined you. They're getting the mature you. They're getting the wise you. And they're wondering, how do you stay so grounded? I only have one answer. If it was asked of me, I only have one answer. I hold on to the great I am's hand, and I don't let go, because I know full well that any ill wind that can come, and it does. I'm having a human experience this lifetime around. So it does come. But again, the issue is, how are you going to handle it? So that's the first thing on the table today. They want to know. And they're really wanting to ask you, because this is an information card coming and going, right? Being passed back and forth between one another. They want to know, how are you doing it? How are you staying or remaining calm? And you know, today, frustration set in because I stayed on the phone with automated system to try to get somebody their medication. And that that automated system kept asking me for my member ID, and I kept saying I'm a provider. What is your member ID? I'm a provider. What is your member? I am a provider. And believe it or not, it was the provider line that they transferred me to. So again, buying into stuff like that, and it's okay to get upset, but don't stay in that energy. And you never know, the people that are watching you, Libra, could also be watching you and going, they're not that nice. They're not that put together. I know. I know. So there are certain people that will watch you just to see if the hair is out of place. Yeah, that's how bad people can be, is that they're just watching to see you trip up, okay? So be careful. Not everybody is your friend, and not everybody that is spying on you has good intentions. All right? Death card. I want to know why this writer's here, because when he comes around, things change. You see this king? The king is on the ground dead, because that's how powerful the energy is of the death rider, okay? Wouldn't want to be that. Wouldn't want to be there. All right, let's take a look. What you are needing is some rest, honey. Some of you are actually needing a rest. And maybe something is coming that's going to provide you the opportunity to rest. So some of you out there are in need of some R&R, some TLC, self-care, okay? Oh, no, I don't care if you're a guy, I know, metrosexual, yeah, I know. Put yourself in a bubble bath, you know, put some nice candles on. You know, some people have those baths that are like, the hot tubs where they have the whirlpool and the massager, and oh yeah, I remember those days. Nice. Someone looks like they're trying to rest from heartache. Is that you, Libra? I hope not. Y'all know that I love me some Libra, so I'm praying to God that's not you. If it is you, my heart goes out to you. It can't be a positive thing, but healing can. So if you can, this rest, this Four of Swords is coming out here before the Three of Swords. Sometimes even rest from the fighting. Sometimes even rest from the arguing, right? From the disagreeing, from the having to defend oneself, especially if you're still sharing a home with someone that you're going to be leaving soon. And I always say, when you know that it's over, I mean that it's over, is that right before it's truly over, you have no more kind words for one another. The gloves are off, and you don't have any civility, and any little thing they say, any little thing you say irks the other person. They find fault in it, and it's time to jet. Okay? Look at that. Doesn't that look like a stairwell or a staircase to go somewhere a lot better? You know, in the metaphysics, stairs, when they're going up, when they're ascending, that means you're going somewhere a lot better. So in that instance, Libra, yeah, give yourself time to mourn. Give why do I keep on wanting to say time? Give yourself time to reflect. Give yourself time to rest. Give yourself time to, I don't care if you have to primal scream. When I was a lot younger, I would drive to, I don't know, a deserted parking lot. No, I'm not kidding. And I raised 3 children by myself. You don't get married to get a divorce, but sometimes it happens. So sometimes things would become very overwhelming as a very young parent for myself. And while they were in school, or while somebody was able to be there, you know, visiting a mature adult, I'd go and get in my car and I'd drive as far as I could, and I'd go to an empty parking lot or a park, and I'd fucking primal scream till my throat hurt and I couldn't anymore, because I had to get it out. And sometimes, you know, to be able to go back and be sane, because if you've ever had a 2-year-old, if you've ever had a 5-year-old, and if you've ever had a preteen, you know what I'm talking about. Yeah, you do. So here I see someone that really just needs to get it out, needs to get it out of their system, needs to project that energy outward, because again, how are you going to do that when you're with someone? If you're still having to live in the same house with that person and share spaces, even if it's not one-to-one, but you still interact in the kitchen or living area or whatever, how are you going to project that? Because any little thing that they say can set you off. So you're afraid that you're going to project that to the point of no return, and then there's going to be an even bigger issue than just separation and divorce, right? It includes police and some beautiful bracelets that nobody likes. So be careful. But you are going somewhere better. So hopefully that'll lighten your heart, knowing that you're going somewhere a lot better. You're not having to stay there. The Death Rider is bringing that staircase, and that staircase happens to be the Hierophant. So yeah, one thing is ending. It's ending. And it ended in heartache. Sometimes in utter disbelief that you never even anticipated having a divorce, but it happens. It happens to the best of us. But what's coming is a change, and a change that may even bring you a brand spanking new relationship with it, okay? Oh my God, I was wondering if she was gonna pop out again. She fell out right here, and I put her right back in because I said, no, Spirit, no, because there were like, I don't know, 10 cards in a pile, and I was like, no, we'll be here forever. She's here. The Libra energy of the feminine is here. And I like that very much. Very much. Ah, okay. Is this the same person? Is the Libra both the Queen of Wands and the Queen of Swords? Because we already saw that the Libra is the Queen of Cups. I don't know. Let's see. What's in my hand? What else is in my hand? Libra. That's not you. It's not you. This Queen of Wands, as mighty as she's trying to behave, she's coming up with the 4 of Cups. She's coming out with the 4 of Cups. And the Emperor. So the Emperor already came out twice. Actually, twice yesterday. He was here and he was here. So the Emperor came out with the Libra feminine and with this Queen of Wands. This Queen of Wands is coming up with the 4 of Cups. So this is probably where all that heartache is coming from, is this karmic towards the Emperor. How does it affect the Libra? Why is the Libra here? I'll tell you. Emperor is thinking of the Libra. Okay, remember, they're all energies. The Emperor, the main character here, the Emperor, is thinking about the Libra, thinking about ascending with the Libra, thinking of the change going towards the Libra. The Libra is standing at the staircase, and the Emperor wants to ascend. Ascend means going up the staircase with the Libra. Meanwhile, this is the person that is in heartache. This is the one that's in disbelief. This is the one that's causing issues because she doesn't want this ending with this Emperor. But it's not up to her. It's not up to her. Sometimes Spirit comes in and shakes our lives like an apple tree. Think about an apple tree, right? Think about the apples that are already they're ripe, right? And a good wind comes and shakes the tree, right? The leaves and the branches, right? So the nature or the natural course takes root, and what happens is some of those apples are loosened and they fall to the ground, right? It's inevitable. Creator is like that with us sometimes. If Creator sees that something's not working out for our greater good, and we just do not either have the courage to step away from that negative energy or circumstance, or if we don't know any better. And that's happened to me. I always like to put myself in the mix because I'm having a human experience. So I give myself up as examples to you guys, not because those were my proudest moments, but because you learn from your errors. That's the point of going through life lessons. So, you know, sometimes you don't realize, but Spirit does, that the person you're with is really not having your back, not the best thing for you, not the best individual in your life or to create a life with. Maybe has ulterior motives, like using you for energy, using you for money, using you for sex, using your time, using your vehicle. You get it. And because of that, and some spouses or people you're in relationships with long term, even, I can't call it embezzlement, but they kind of do an embezzlement towards the finances between you both, and they kind of siphon out that money slowly, so you're not aware, but that's what they're doing. So when things like that occur, that's why Spirit takes you out of that relationship by force. And that's what's happening. So this energy of this Queen of Wands, she doesn't want that divorce. She doesn't want that separation. It's causing supposed heartache. I don't know. Because to tell you the truth, on the other hand, with the Four of Cups, that's a boredom card. That's a card telling me they didn't really want the marriage to begin with. So could it be an act? Like, you know how you have a child, right? And I'm sorry I keep saying that because some of you don't. But if you've seen children or you have brothers or sisters, what do they do when mom's around or dad and they want to get their way? Oh, they did this to me. They did that to me. And oh my God, I can't believe, they're hurting me. Yeah. That's the kind of energy I'm feeling here, is the woe is me, but it's not really the woe is me, because they're one way in the dark, and then when they're around all the family members and friends, they're just little angels. So no, I don't believe that this person is really hurting because they're losing a love. I just feel like they're not ready. They're not prepared. They're not prepared for the split. And they certainly don't want you getting them, Libra. Here we have the Queen of Coins, okay? Queen of Coins is also fruitful, just like our Empress. And the reason is because she can build wealth. And she doesn't need the King of Coins to build the wealth. She can build it on her own. All right, you have messages coming here with the Page of Wands. We already saw the Page of Wands, okay? 2 different decks, okay? Page of Wands. Actually, this is the Page of Wands and this is the Knight of Wands. But same difference as far as energy is concerned. Someone wants to talk to you. Someone would really like to share information with you. Information looks like there might be something over, because this is the Ten of Wands. Remember what we saw yesterday was a walking away. Somebody might be walking away from something. Okay? But there's a green light here. See that? It's a green light. This is the Three of Pentacles to the Hermit. So don't be too surprised if somebody doesn't come in and offer you something else. And I'm talking to both the Libra and the Cross Watcher right now. Maybe the Libra will come back into your life, Cross Watcher, and offer you something. Maybe the Cross Watcher is going to come into the Libra's life again and offer them something, because you have a green light here. So that's a beautiful thing. And there is a walking away, but there's a walking away yet again with the same energy of a heavy energy. Yesterday, I think last night we had 2 Ten of Wands. So I hope that that 10 of Wands doesn't show up elsewhere over here, but I will say that it is very heavy, guys, okay? Very, very heavy indeed. The Courage card, the Strength card, came out last night twice as well. Oh, we have the Page of Swords. We already know about that. We already talked about people spying. We've already talked about what does that mean when people are spying. What does it mean when people are taking a look into your life? Page of Swords and Page of Swords. Okay? It's because they're trying to see whether something's going to work out, or what you're doing, what your actions are, how you're living your life. You name it, okay? And Page of Swords has the Three of Wands. Okay, so that's a beautiful fiery energy, because the wands are energy of fire, the element of fire, and they are movement, because just imagine fiery arrows being shot across some, horizon, right? You can see them. They're in flight. This is the King of Coins. And he's sitting right next to the Queen of Coins. She's right here. I already showed you guys. That that person is here. Okay? See if I can do that without dropping them. Okay, King of Coins, Queen of Coins. So you already have a match sitting on the table. And you also have another match, which I'll show you on the next pile. Okay? Yeah. This is a lot. This is a lot. It's a lot of movement. It's a lot of desires. A lot of desires to move forward. Okay, so there's a Three of Wands to that King of Coins. That King of Coins is talking about money. Talking about money. Talking about the same finances that's down here. Six of Coins to the Six of Coins. Try to move my fingers. Six of Coins to Six of Coins. Okay? So for sure, somebody wants to talk to you about finances. Somebody wants to talk to you about money. But they're trying to find that strength. And that's what we saw yesterday, was that they were trying their best to find the strength to broach you, to talk to you, to approach you. Okay? Here's the Moon card. So a lot of emotionality. A lot of emotionality. By the way, they know that they cannot bring in any lies anymore. You see through them. So they know better than to bring lies and deceit. You have the Ace of Swords again, my friends. Ace of Swords again. So they're going to try their best to stick to the program and not tell you lies. They're going to try to tell you truth as it is, whether it's comfortable or uncomfortable. They're going to speak truths. Here we have the Ace of Wands, and the Ace of Wands is talking about being enlightened, and sometimes being enlightened is simply somebody coming out of the dark, speaking their truth, right? Because you can't be enlightened on certain issues or things if you do not have all the information. I'm gonna put these sideways temporarily. The only thing about layering, it can get cumbersome sometimes when you're having to show the cards, but I love to layer, because my way of tarot always, for the most part, I want to say a good 75% of the cards get clarified, so I don't have to bring out the cartomancy. Strength card and the Strength card. Two different decks. Okay? I love this one from the Light Seers deck. She's so beautiful. She's half animal and half lion and half woman. And a lot of times, if you want to have inner strength, use your inner valor. Sometimes you've got to pull that other piece, that other part of yourself out, correct? In order to find that part that you need to use to get you to do something, to accomplish something, to create something, okay? So you have the Wheel of Fortune. So if they can find their courage, if they can find their inner valor, I think there can be a meeting of the minds. And the reason I'm saying that is because so long as you're speaking their truths with the Ace of Swords and you have the Ace of Wands energy for your third eye to expand with the knowledge, taking the knowledge in and regurgitating it, mulling it over, regurgitating it, it's going to work because you have the discernment and they have the truth. Does that make sense? You are able to discern their truth. Whatever they speak to you, you will understand. All right? You have here the Four of Wands, which is a marriage card. And you have the Page of Cups, which is someone offering you their little tiny cup of love. I keep telling you guys, the Page of Cups keeps coming out. And sometimes, you know, and this card, I love it because it's like when pigs fly. See the pig in the corner with wings? What I love about this card is that everything can work out. And I feel a sense of this person being scared. They're scared. And because of the fear that they have, the love that they're willing to show is very small. I call it my thimble of love, my little tiny cup of love. And the reason is because they're afraid of failure. They're afraid that if they offer you a big cup of love and you don't accept it, what's going to happen? They're going to feel like an idiot. You know, lack of a better term. They're going to feel like an idiot. You see the moon card here, right? In our giant deck. And here's the moon card yet again in our little regular size deck. It's a lot of emotionality. This person is bringing emotion this time. Maybe the last time it wasn't about emotion of the heart. It wasn't about how they feel about you here and here. It was more like, how do I lust after you? And that's all they had inside of them. They didn't really have much else to offer. Okay? Oh, the Queen of Swords came out again. You got to be kidding me. Look, the Queen of Swords came out with the King of Swords. Queen of Swords in the Light Seers. Queen of Swords in the Weight Rider deck. Okay? She came out with the King of Swords. Look, same pile. Interesting. There's a lot of emotion there, guys. So both the feminine and the masculine aspects of Libra or an air sign that happens to be viewing this is coming out here. Nine of Cups. They know you're their Nine of Cups. They know you're their love. How lovely is that? Ah, but they're coming in with this heaviness, with this Nine of Wands. Why is it a Nine of Wands against the Nine of Cups? It shouldn't be that hard to love someone. It shouldn't feel so scary. It shouldn't. Look, we have the Knight of Cups coming in with the Ace of Cups. This person is in love with you, Libra. They're in love with you. You have to find a way. That's the only thing I can say about that pile. It's literally telling you, even if you have the Nine of Wands against all these beautiful cards of love, it's worth it. You have to find a way to get past the Nine of Wands. And what's the Nine of Wands? We already talked about it. It's the fear. It's the family, you know, the mom, the dad, the sisters, the brothers. It's the friends. It's the best friends. It's the ex-lovers that linger and malinger in the background and don't seem to want to go away. Like, have you ever touched a cobweb with your hand? The fucker doesn't want to come off, right? And it's disgusting. You get like a ugh feeling about it. That's what you got to race against. That's what you got to fight against. Is the other people that just won't let y'all be. But is it really that they won't let you be, Libra? Or is it that you allow them to interfere? Because you have to be very strong-minded. And that's what they just been saying over here. The emotion from the moon should only be what you're feeling towards one another. Other than that, have the courage to have the truth in your mouth. If you speak the truth and the other one discerns it, understands it, and has wisdom and maturity of what they're about to hear, who can separate you two except your own selves and your own beliefs or limited beliefs? So don't allow that to separate you, Libra. That is a really bad thing if you give up or if you give in to what other people feel or think that your life should be like. If you're a mature adult, why would you want somebody to take charge of your life unless, you know, mentally you're incapacitated, that you have somebody that has a power of attorney over you, because you can't possibly be making decisions that are sound, of the sound mind, as they say. But other than that, if you're not, you know, if you're not disabled mentally, there's no reason why people should be in your life and directing it, okay? Tell them to mind their own beeswax. Here we have the Tower. The Tower is coming in. I think that once a plan is put in place between these two characters that we're reading on, picking up on today, I think that we need to then allow the changes to happen. Another Page of Wands. So we have the Knight here. We have the Page of Wands. Where we have them. Don't know. Where's my Page of Wands? I know he's in here somewhere. So I told you that there was information that wanted to come back and forth. Here's the Page of Wands. Again, light seer deck, Weight Rider deck, Page of Wands to the Page of Wands. Again, my whole purpose, my whole premise of doing it this way is that we want to have the cards counteract each other in a way that it cancels it out, meaning we already know, yeah, there's information coming. Why do we know that? Because it keeps coming out. It keeps telling us the same thing. Queen of Swords, the Queen of Swords, the King of Swords, the King of Swords. You get it, okay? All right. We have a Chariot, my ladies and gentlemen. Where do you want to go? We have a Chariot. And the Chariot can also be used to denote this. Don't you want the person that you're in love with and think the world of to fight for you? So the Chariot can be used as a mode of transportation, but it can also be used in war to fight a battle. So stop and think about it. Stop and think about that. You do want them to have your back, right? They should have your six, just like you have theirs. Should not allow for people to speak ill of you when you're not around, right? They should defend you. The Sun card. The Sun card to the Chariot. You got to be serious, right? Wow, that's beautiful. I do have a Hangman here. So what does that mean to me since we've gotten so far into the reading? I feel like some of the things, if you really listen to each other, it doesn't mean just one person speaks and the other one doesn't ever speak their mind or interject in any type of way when it's appropriate and give their opinions. No, that's not what I'm saying. When you both decide together, some things will go a lot faster then, because they were always stalled out because we couldn't seem to get on the same page. But then there's going to be some things that work really fast, and then other things that are going to be slowed down a little bit so that you can see how they're going to work. How does that, just like a puzzle, how is it going to work together, right? All right. The rest that they told you that you needed, or the rest that you felt like you needed from this person over here, which was the Queen of Wands, whether that was you, Libra, or whether that was that Emperor, which I think it was the Emperor that needed it, that rest is finally going to come. But it's going to come in the form of being together. So when you come together, you create like a vacuum, and that vacuum is got a space. It's only meant for you and that person, and it's meant for healing. It's meant for bonding. It's meant for togetherness, because you got to grow together in order to be together. I always tell you guys, learn your person. You know, it just dawns on me that if we go to school, right? Let's say higher education, between college, a trade school, or university. You're all too willing, when you want that degree, to learn the subject matter and regurgitate it and be able to master it. But what about relationships? As soon as we get into a relationship, we forget how to treat that person. How does that person like to be approached? How do they like to be talked to? Do they have boundaries? What are their boundaries? What are their do's and don'ts? Don't come at me like that. Maybe I have childhood trauma. Maybe I just don't like people that are curt. Maybe I don't like people that are abrupt. I think that's rude because of my bringing, my upbringing, my breeding. You never know. So you've got to learn the person, but you never, ever, ever stop treating them like your sweetheart. That's the issue. And that's why when you do see those marriages that last 50, 60 years, because they've been together since they were 16, it's because they took the time to be best friends. They took the time to realize, hey, that's an individual and I need to treat them the way they want to be treated and not just some kind of way. Don't neglect your relationship. End of story, and you'll be happy. 6 of Cups. This relationship is someone from the past. So that Emperor with the Queen of Swords is someone from your past coming back together. And it's going to happen pretty fast because look at that. 8 of Wands. Fast energy. We talked about the 3 of Wands coming like fiery arrows through the sky. Well, can you imagine 8 fiery arrows? This is coming pretty fast, I must say. Now, again, between that 9 of Wands over there and now the 2 of Swords, here we have the 10 of Swords. Here we have the 5 of Wands. Allow the person to unfold their heart and the way that they really want to express themselves towards you in a gentle way. If they come slow but steady. What am I talking about? Okay, I'm going to give you an example. If your significant other that you wanted to be with from the past comes back around and they're trying to show you they're different, but they're taking it slow, one day at a time. Okay, but you do see there's progress. You do see not going back on their word. You do see that they're different, that this time they're respectful towards you and they are showing you love. Okay? That's different. Don't push too hard because then this person might think you're just like that person over there. And then that's when they start saying stupid things like, well, what's the difference between me being over there with somebody who's fighting with me all the time and somebody that's over here that seems to be different, but they're not because we're always fighting. So that's, I'm telling you that because you go from the 2 of Swords, the 10 of Swords, and the 5 of Wands. Also, what could happen, and I'm telling you this because Spirit is telling me, they could leave over there to come towards you and everything can be going glorious, really nice. But they have a bad day where that other person has talked to them and they're around you and there's an explosion and they start fighting with you and threaten to end it because you didn't give them enough space to calm down enough and then share what's going on. Okay, so don't be up in their grill. I almost couldn't talk there. Don't, force feed them you, meaning give them space to be who they are and to bond with you on a natural, in a natural way. I almost said habitat. Yeah, because you're both, squirrels. I don't know. Just give it time because you don't want to go from explosive to super beautiful here and then explosive with you because they can't handle. What can't they handle? They can't handle that they just got out of something and they haven't healed. They can't handle that, they now have to answer to you and you're kind of pushy. So don't be pushy. I'm not saying that you don't have a right to know what's going on. That's not what I said. Just tell them, okay, all right, when you're ready to talk, I'll be over here when you're ready to talk, and just walk away. Right? Because otherwise, this is what's going to happen. It's going to get bad. It's going to be like, it's too overwhelming. I can't do this. This is just the same as that. And they don't have a right to say that. And that might upset you. But they're not healed. So if you take them back and this goes really, really fast, and they're not allowed to heal. They're not allowed to bond with you in a natural way. Yeah, it could blow up in your face. Just be forewarned, be forewarned, be forewarned. Okay, we've got the Magician here. Why is Magician here? That I want to know. That I want to know. Oh, we got the Three of Wands again, ladies and gentlemen. We got the Three of Wands again. Give it the right amount of time, and you're going to see how things work out even better than you thought. Okay? You're just different. You may be the same in a lot of ways. Maybe you're both passionate. Maybe where your love's concerned, you both are very passionate about showing each other in a physical sense. And maybe it'll grow into a PDA, right? Public display of affection, as they say, holding hands, kiss on the cheek, or whatever. But you've never lived with them. Or even if you have, maybe it was short-lived, or maybe it's been a while. Give them time to get used to being with you and around you. Look at the Star. When you treat them like you'd want to be treated, if you were the one that came out of the situation, I promise you, just relax. Relax into it. Don't be on your guard. Don't be ready to fight because they are. Take it with a grain of salt, because they've been in a very shitty type of relationship for a long time. And that's all they know, Libra. All they know is, you start yelling, I'm going to yell too. You're going to start throwing things, I'll probably throw a couple of things too. You're going to call me names, well, I'm going to call you every dirty name in the book. So don't buy into that. You need to show the contrast as to why they should be with you and why it was a good idea to leave over there. Okay? Because otherwise, they're right. Why leave if it's going to be the same? I'm not saying you should appreciate the fact that they're going to be angry sometimes, but that's their emotional baggage that they've got to unpack, okay? You have the Magician. You have the Three of Wands, something happening fast. You have the Star card, something happening fast and very good for you, luck-wise. You have the Devil. Why is the Devil here with all this energy? Because there's a Five of Cups. So even if they walked away from you because it got explosive on their side, they'd come back anyway. I can't resist their Libra. The truth is they love you, Libra. They really, really do. I'm not saying that you have to understand them, and I certainly am not saying that you have to give in to them or you have to provide them a safe space to be venting about something that has nothing to do with you. I'm just the reader, so I'm just telling you what's likely to happen. That if you don't overreact, they're going to come back and apologize because they're stuck on you, Libra. They love you. This is the, I think, scariest card in the deck, which is the Six of Coins. Why do I say that? Because they've been fearing that for a few days now. We already saw that that came out twice too. So with the Six of Coins, their fear is not having enough, not being able to live a certain lifestyle. Maybe they were able to do that in the past, and maybe they're not going to be able to do that once they leave over there. But what you have to weigh out, okay, and I'm talking in generalities here, is how can you put a price on peace and harmony and happiness as opposed to having, I don't know, let's say you go from having 50,000 and now you only have 20,000 in the bank, but you have a shit ton of peace and harmony in the house. You know you're with somebody that doesn't want you just for your money or what you can bring to the table, money, materialistic wise, okay? Oh my God, I cannot believe this. I cannot believe this. See the Star card? Star card to the Star card. If you both believe in this relationship and take the leap of faith to get into a deeper relationship together, your monies are going to grow. I don't know, maybe you'll start a business. I don't know, you put your monies together and like seeds, they just grow wild. You have extreme luck, financial extreme luck together. Only thing that you've got to be careful with this person is they get very bored very quickly. So, are they going to get bored sexually very quickly? I don't know, Libra. This is a general reading. Are they going to get bored in life because they want more out of life and they're not patient enough to watch it grow? That could be. It's marriage card again. It's marriage card again. The hierophant to the hierophant. From the two different decks, the Light Seers and the Weight Rider deck. You're going to have someone that, I don't know, they might have ADHD. They might have ADD, you know, adult attention hyperactivity disorder, or just the attention deficit part, to where they're highly intelligent, but they're restless and they have a shit ton of energy. I don't know. You know your person better than anybody, right? Because you're the one going through it. But this is going to end up in a marriage because it's already been foretold. And a lot of you, this could be a soulmate, a twin flame, past life connection. Just saying. All right, here we have the 8 of Cups. So there's a coming and going of a situation. What is that situation, Spirit? Again, it all depends on how much courage you borrow from one another. Things moving forward. Here we have the Knight of Swords. Okay? We have the Knight of Swords. So the Knight of Swords is a fast-moving individual or energy, okay? And here we have the High Priestess. So there's a lot of things that are known and a lot of things that are unknown that are going to happen in the future. And for all you know, maybe this person gains their freedom and they haven't finished their divorce, and that's why that 2 of Swords is coming out, because they've been served papers or they've got to serve papers, and that's why that 2 of Swords hit them so hard. Y'all got to understand something if you're a mature individual, okay? I'm not telling you to like it. I certainly I would not like it if it was happening to me. But if you want to be with that person and you understand anything, understand this. A divorce is a lot like becoming a widower. Even if you have somebody new in your life that you want to be with, it's still going to strike a chord and it's still going to feel bad because you can have all those memories. And not all the memories that you had from the past are bad necessarily. They became bad progressively as you went along in the relationship. But in the beginning, they were not that bad. And so because of that, you start thinking about all of those memories and all the memories you made along the way, the things you did together, and why did it have to end? And it's such a disaster. And then the healing starts. So there's a lot you're going to have to put up with, because here's the 10 of Swords yet again. Yet again, the 10 of Swords is coming out. The 10 of Swords was there with the first explosion. The 10 of Swords is here again. So when this goes through a real divorce, when it really hits them, when it becomes real, the real divorce, the big D, they're going to act up twice over there. They're going to act up. Look at that tower coming down again. I cannot make this shit up. Thank you, Lord. The Tower to the 10 of Swords on the same pile. The Tower to the 10 of Swords on the same pile. What the? This is the Light Seers deck, so the Tower looks different. There's a lot of things happening, and it's a mixture. A lot of these things are coming in and they're going to feel very, very heavy. It's a divorce. A lot of these things that are coming in are very beautiful, and so it's a joy. So it's going to be a mixture for a while until there's balance within this relationship. Oh, look at that. The Knight of Cups, the offer of the little cup again, which is a proposal or an invitation, but I think it's a proposal because Libra, here's the Hierophant, which stood over here to begin with. And look, the 2 of Cups. They do want to be with you, Libra. You're just going to have a lot of patience for the process and for this person. And not everybody will be able to go through it. Because it's going to take a lot of maturity, especially when it hurts. Because, yeah, on the one hand, they have a right to mourn the death of that relationship. But on the other hand, you see them mourning it and it hurts you because that's who you love. And you want them only thinking about you. So I'm being a human right now, trying to be compassionate to both sides. And that's the beautiful part of the Libra, when you can see both sides of the coin and just be the balance, which is the scales. Is it not, Libra? It takes a very well-rounded person. Remember what I told you? What was the beginning cards? That they were spying on you and they want to know, how do you balance, Libra? How do you stay calm, cool, collected when things are not calm, cool, and collected around you? It takes a big person. It doesn't mean at night you don't lay down and cry sometimes and shed a tear because it hurts you or harms you in some way or makes you feel some kind of way. You're having a human experience, okay? It just means that you see the bigger picture, you see the beauty of it, and you see the possibilities for what they are. Okay? Look at that. Again, I'm saying this to the cross watchers, or even the Libras that have a cross watcher, and you feel like if you get out of a relationship, you're just not going to have that money. Yes, you are. Oh, yes, you are. Because see, what people don't understand, and I've been a Reiki practitioner. Oh my God, 1996, I think, was when I first became a Reiki practitioner. And then I became a sensei after that. And I can tell you that the heart chakra is connected to your hands and what you do with your hands. You're always accepting, right? You're always giving and taking with your hands. So when you have your heart chakra closed, your money doesn't flow. That's why I tell you guys, let it go. Even if you're upset, you're in pain with people, and it's been years and you're still holding, let it go. So your finances, so your energy can flow and grow and grow and grow and flourish, okay? Same thing. Once this person gets into this love, they're going to see the money grows like weeds. So that's not true that they're going to be without. That is but a moment in time, and things start balancing out and the money starts growing too. What else, Spirit? They're going to be so in love with you. Look at that. They're going to be so smitten with you that their feet will feel like they're not even touching the ground. Look at that. And they might have even told themselves once upon a time, me fall in love when pigs fly. Oh yeah, buddy. Oh yeah, Missy. Well, I guess you have your wish because you've met your match. And I think it's so beautiful because both have so much love for one another. It's incredible. I think this person is not only going to have a hard time with the person they're leaving behind, they're going to have a hard time feeling so wonderfully, blissfully happy with you. They're going to feel, I guess, guilty. Look at that card. Again, the test card that came out last night, the 8 of Swords. They're going to feel tested because they have all this bliss, all this happiness, and it wasn't with the other person, which could even be a parent. You know, they could be co-parenting. It just doesn't happen that way sometimes. It's just that you were not equally matched. Shouldn't allow that to make you feel guilty about having a love, about having a true love. Look at that. Look at that. Is it possible? Wow. Wow. Where is it? Where is it? Was it over here? Yep. 2 of Swords to the 2 of Swords. It's like, how can I... this person is going to go from... They're going to experience so many things. And it's going to be bad and good at the same time. This person doesn't know what it's like to be themselves. This person doesn't know what it's like to just let things be and just enjoy what you have with someone. They don't know that. They've never been allowed to know that. So there's a lot of guilt here. A lot of guilt and remorse. And the other thing, I'm going to go out on a limb and I'm going to say this. This person might have mental health issues. They really may. Because if you look at the cards, this is all in the mind. So they may have, I don't know, a bipolar disorder. They may have schizophrenia, some of them. Five of Swords. Five of Swords. I don't want to say this out loud, but I'm going to. They may even secretly wish that they had all this beautiful energy with their ex. So be careful with those that they may want to rebound back to their ex. Careful with that for some of you. Not all of you, but some of you. Because here they have this brand new beginning with you. Okay? And it's good. It's beautiful. Everything's beautiful. And it's a marriage here. But for some, they might secretly start seeing their ex on the side. So now you're the main person and the ex is the side piece. Because they're like, hey, look at me. Look at me. I have all the coinage. I have all the coinage now. Look at me. You thought I wasn't going to get back up there. Look at me. So it's kind of like a twist of fate to where they're going to want to stick it to their ex, but in a way to where they have them on the side. And that's not acceptable. So be careful with somebody that may want to do that to you, Libra. You build them back up. You dust them off. You help them heal. You're very caring and loving. And then now you're the wife or husband. And then the ex is in the picture in the background. And they're still knocking boots. Yeah, that's what I'm seeing. That they're still knocking boots. Because here, why would the high priestess be coming out with the ex? And a new beginning. Be careful, Libra. Be careful, because this person might act up, might act stubborn, might act angry, or even cause arguments to go back to the ex. And even if it's in hiding, stays with you because they see you're the one with the energy, you're the one with the positivity, you're the one that they're married to now. So I hope it wouldn't go as far as divorcing you to go back to the ex, but as far as keeping them on the sly as the other piece, which is really weird. And this is not for all of you, okay? It's only some of you. But it would be really weird if they did that, because this karmic, some of them have had children and have been making the emperor raise the children, and it's not even their children. That's why the spirit kept recommending the paternity tests. Some of these karmics have been taking money from the bank account, the joint bank accounts, or even business accounts on the sly, and not telling this emperor. So that's what they're wanting to go back to. I don't know. I'm going to use Minnow Pond's phrase. Chris always says it's the juice worth the squeeze. So in that aspect, I don't know. You'd have to think long and hard if you'd want someone that badly in your life because you love them, that you're willing to accept them, and they do have a lot of love for you. They do have a lot of love. This seems to me like it turns into, I'm going to show you that I made it anyway. You thought I wasn't going to make money without you, but I did. I made money anyway. And I'm not going to tell them that that's part of your energy too, and the reason that the money's flourishing is because the love you share. No, they're not going to say that. They're just going to want to show off to this Queen of Coins that they have money again. And they're going to start that up in secret. And why? Because, well, they're not getting along with you. But it's not really that they're not getting along. I think this person has, some of them have attachments. And if you don't know what that is, I'm going to say it. I know my twin flame, he has an attachment. And that has come in for two reasons. One, because she does magic on him, which is right there. She does magic on him. So when you do magic on people, you're opening their aura, their spirit, their magnetic field, their personal magnetic field. You open them up because you're weakening them in order to get them to be pliable, to do what you're wanting, your will, and not God's free will, right? So in doing that, she weakened his protection, right? Because she's working on him to keep him, and she's been doing that for the majority of the marriage. I see a female. But not only that, when they were lonely and they were asking for a friend, which is really a lover, they opened themselves up to those entities as well. So some of them have attachments, and those attachments are what keep them like this as well. So even when their life is beautiful and blissful, they'll want to go back to what is familiar to them, because one, they have never known a solid, pure, beautiful, blissful, clean relationship. All they've ever known is the fighting, the bickering, and the not getting along. And they equate that to, you must love me because you're fighting with me. If you're not fighting with me, you must not love me. Okay? So they have an entity, some of them, that's attached to them. That's the entity of lust and gluttony. So be careful. So not all, but some will go back to their ex on the sly. Okay? All right, let's see if we have anything from our travel deck, and let's see if this Angel Oracle deck, the Saints Oracle cards, see if they have anything to tell us. It got really beautiful. That was a really sad ending there, so let's hope it's not all of them that do that. You got a really good card right there. Okay, this is Saint Teresa of the Little Flower. Okay, so a very beautiful person. If it's a female, a very beautiful person that is a Libra, that is, like I keep saying, like equate to the Queen of Cups. Very nurturing, very giving spirit, a very loving, motherly spirit, okay? And here you couldn't have gotten better. Saint Joseph. Saint Joseph right there. And Saint Joseph is coming in to tell us that a good husband is on the way. And that's already been told to us by the hierophant 2 times. Okay? In the pagan belief, in the metaphysical world, in the cultura hispana, okay? In the Spanish or the Latin community, especially there in Texas, we believe that having a statue of Saint Joseph in the house brings a beautiful husband to us that is loving and kind, and someone that'll be nurturing and protective of the female, okay? And a good head of the household. That's just food for thought as folklore, okay? All right, let's go on to the Whispers of Love. Okay, this is what we're using now. Let's see what they have to say to us. Okay, Spirit. Anything else you'd like to add to this reading, please? And thank you. Now, if this person is willing to have therapy, medication, heal their inner wounds, their trauma of their past and their childhood trauma, this can work. But they have to be willing and serious about going to get help. And that doesn't mean that they're the only ones that go. You go too with them and show them support. Okay? Right. The first card says, love makes the difference. Love helps heal past hurts and provides a sense of security and self-worth. And that's exactly what I just finished saying. If you love somebody, You'll stick things through, and you'll start the healing process together. You can grow out of that. Maybe there's things that'll be discussed during therapy that you didn't know about each other that can help you understand each other. You are limitless. You can do anything you choose, and that's true in general, Libra. Look at that. You see how beautiful? Oh, it's a beautiful unicorn. It's just gorgeous. And then 2 swans together. You know, mates for life. Oh, there's a beautiful icicle. It says receive with love and appreciation. Gracious acceptance is a way to show love. Again, reminds me of what is that saying? You can get more, attract more more bees with honey than vinegar. You can attract more bees with honey than vinegar, right? So the vinegar is a bitter, a smart ass, I'm sorry to say it like that. Someone who's always like, in Spanish we call them sangrones. You can't stand them. They have heavy blood, like they just come in the room and you're like, oh my God, there they come. Why? Why them? Go away. I gotta go, bye. You know, that kind of people. So there's going to be people that you're going to attract in your life or that are around you that you don't even attract, but you don't have a way to get away from them because they're work related. And you'll know exactly what I'm saying. But show appreciation. I always say, I don't like it when people come around me. Being a Libra, I don't like abrupt people. I don't like disgusting people. I don't like cads. I don't like catty people. I don't like know-it-alls, and I certainly don't like people that think that they can speak for me. But on the other hand, when you stop and look at those types of people and you really pay attention to them, there's a sadness about them. There's a sadness about them. I have a girl at work. She's got her provider, I've got mine. She's always at my provider's door, chit-chatting all the time, trying to be Little Miss Perfect for him. It's not because she's trying to be a good MA. It's because she literally is cola caliente. Someone who just wants that sexual attention because she probably never got attention from her dad. And that's the sad truth. That's the way she acts. Like every single man that comes in view, she must have his attention or she's not happy. Some girls are like that. What are you going to do? Right? So you're not going to always be happy around people, but you have to make the best of it. And you've got to really look at the broader picture. Look at what may be happening as to why they feel they need to overpower everyone with their presence. It's because there's a sadness there. They don't feel comfortable in their own skin. They're not happy about themselves. There's something that about them within themselves that they don't like, because they wouldn't behave that way. So allow them to have their vinegar and you be the honey that attracts the bees, okay? All right, guys. Let's say we end with this one deck because I am a little tired. Spirit, if the cross watcher could tell Libra anything tonight, what would they say to Libra, please? What they say? Our paths will reunite. I wish you were mine. Anything else, Spirit? Anything else, please? I don't want to wait any longer. Be mine. Do you miss me the way I miss you? I wish we could be together forever. I really do believe this person just is very confused. This is a very confused individual. And at the end, they're the ones that are going to be wanting to be boastful and reattract the past to them again. Wow, that's very superficial. Very superficial. Why not just stay with who you were with? The one that was making you miserable. And just be with them then. I feel, at least for me, I wouldn't want to go through all of this, get married to them, only for them to go back. No, I don't. I think I would prefer never to see them again. But that's just me as a Libra, you know. You might be like, Victoria, don't say that. I want them to come. And no matter what happens, I will accept them. Be careful what you ask for, my dears. Be careful what you ask for. At least you get it, and then they make you regret taking them back. Is it too late? Lilac, joy, romance, affection, and youthful energy. Black, walking away to mourn, death, leaving behind. And that's what those Ten of Swords kept saying. The Ten of Swords kept saying there's a walking away that needs to occur. Put them together, I don't even know anymore. The Ten of Swords. There's a walking, that's not the Ten of Swords, forgive me. It's the Eight of Swords. Where's the Ten of Swords? I know we had them before. The point is, are we going to walk away? Only to walk back in to the same dilemma. Why leave? Why leave? Just stay then. At least that's the way I feel. Like, the whole purpose, right? The whole purpose of leaving would be to experience something beautiful. Something you've never experienced before. Something you've never gotten to experience before. Something that you would be able to say, it's not like this. It's not the heaviness. It's not the ugliness that I'm walking away from. It's the beauty. It's what I'm walking towards. That's happy. That's gentle. That's uplifting. That's lovely. That's filled with joy and peace and harmony and happiness. It makes me happy. It brings me joy and it brings me peace. It makes me feel the love. I feel loved. I feel good. But what did I say, guys? This is what you've got to offer them, my Libra. Beautiful, positive energy. They're only used to the bad, the negative, the heaviness. It's what they're used to. They're used to all of the problems. They're used to the Ten of Swords energy. That's all they've known since they've been with that person. That's all they've known. So I was going to use an analogy, but I'm going to use a puppy dog instead. When I was a young parent, I used to take my kids to the Humane Society or the Animal Defense League all the time. We used to go all the time. Once in a while, we'd walk away with a puppy dog. And we would try to approach the dog. Once we got it home, it didn't want to come out. It was sullen. It would bite. It would back itself in a corner. It would snarl, bark at us. And there was one time that we just couldn't deal with it because I was afraid that my children were going to end up with rabies or something, you know, because of having, you know, half of their face bitten off or something, right? Because they behaved one way at the animal shelter, and then when you took them home, they were out of their element. They didn't know their surroundings. They were around people they didn't know. They didn't recognize. They felt cornered. They felt unease, right? And that's the way I see this individual, or these sets of individuals, that, yeah, they want to be happy. They dream of happiness, but they've never really known what happiness is. You gave them a glimpse of that happiness when you were with them, and that's what attracts them to you, is your light. And the fact that they do feel like their feet are off the ground when they're around you. They feel so happy and in love. That doesn't mean they're not going to fuck up, or that there's not a possibility that they're going to fuck up, that they're going to fuck it all up by going back to their ex, even after the divorce and everything else, because they're not comfortable being with a normal person that isn't going to be arguing 24/7, that's not going to be calling out their name and their mama's name and telling them they're no good for nothing and they're never going to be anything, and they think they're all this, that, and the other, and they're not. They're not used to having peace in the home. It's going to be too quiet. It's even if you offered them a ray of sunshine every day that you could take out, I don't know, of a drawer or a special box, they're going to miss the fact that they're not fighting all the time, because you must not love them. You're not going to be fighting with them anymore. You're not going to be fighting with them like this person. You're not going to be bringing misery to their life. And let me tell you something. With my twin flame, as much as I love him, and I'm sure in a way he loves me too, but not the way I needed him to love me. Not the normal way. He looked older. He looked worn out. Oh my God, I just had wind in my left ear. And it made me feel sad. And every time that we parted, I felt so sad that he'd be willing to walk back towards something so crazy, but that was his free will, right? But some people, that's all they know. That's all they know. That's all they know. So the dog went back to the Animal Defense League, and we'd go back later to see if there was another dog to adopt, and that dog was still there. And years later, the dog was still there. And they just, all the staff just knew that that dog was just an office dog, meaning around their office, they were okay with walking the dog, feeding the dog. But if it wasn't an animal worker, caretaker, the dog wasn't comfortable. So do you understand what I'm saying? I'm not trying to compare the person to a dog. I'm trying to compare the situation, the emotions of the dog, the reactions of the dog to the person. They're not accustomed to being treated well. They're not. And there must be something wrong. Let me go and fuck it up because it's too perfect. Anyway, my dear friends, this has been your reading. I really wish that it would have been a happy, happy, happy ending, because it was going so beautifully. But there will be some of you who may be met with resistance from that very same person that just has to have you back in their life and make you their wife or husband, only to go back to the ex, just to show the ex, you thought I was going to end up with no money. No, I got the money. I got more money now than I ever did. That's so sad that they're making all of that money with you and only to share it with them, only to show them. No. If it's me, I'll bow out, and you, karmic, can have him. I don't want to get into a relationship where it's going to end up where he just goes back, just out of spite, to teach her, I could get you back anytime I wanted to. All I had to do was flash a big amount of money in front of you. No, I'm not comfortable And I don't know what the hell that noise was. That was a weird, like almost like a horn. I'm not comfortable with giving my energy, my loving, beautiful energy to someone who's only going to turn around and leave me and go back to an ex. No, stay with your ex. Stay in the Ten of Swords energy. Stay in the Ten of Wands energy. Stay in the misery. And keep your bad karma, keep your bad energy to yourself, and stay over there. And you know what? There's always next lifetime. This has been Victoria Violet, and this is Gypsy Roots Tarot Travel. I hope, if anything, I have entertained you. If this has not been your reading and you say, Victoria, this just didn't resonate with me, that's okay, my friends. If somebody else is going through something similar, share it with them. Sharing is caring. If you see in the end it didn't resonate at all, come back tomorrow. Between the karmic and the cross watcher, your ex, they always give us something to read on. They always give us something to do. And if nothing else, well, I was here, you were here, y'all had nothing better to do, and we shared a moment. For those that are seriously thinking of taking this person back, I pray to the heavens, you're not one of the ones that I see ending up like this in the end. I pray harmony and peace and love over your relationships, because you deserve better. We all deserve better. We deserve to love and be loved uniquely and solely by the person that we are in love with. Much love and light to you. Till tomorrow, if God is willing, I'll be here with bells on, or at least a ponytail. Don't hate me. I just left work. Bye, guys.